I recently just watched Tick, Tick, Boom, and there's a scene where Jonathan Larson's agent says, talk about what you know. If you've clicked on this video, you probably know the title is How to Be Way Freaking Happier Scaling Your Content in 2022 for the Anxious Content Creator. If there's anything that I know, it is about being anxious and maybe slightly depressed when it comes to making content. I'm a videographer, I'm a content strategist. Like literally this is what I do. All the things I'm gonna share with you today, there's 5. I know them, man, because I've been through the ringer and I have struggled, and these are things that are really helping me. At first, when I realized I was anxious, when I realized I was depressed, I thought the more I research and the more I just know crap, the more confident that I'll be. That worked about this much. And then I realized I just had to kind of go out and start doing stuff and failing, and then getting really sad and going into basically just disassociating from a lot of things. And through those hard times, I have learned a few things, and I really want to share with you. And I think it's going to make you way freaking happier when you're making your content and less anxious, man. So let's do it. Number 1. Create a brand Bible. Jace, what's in a brand Bible? I'll show you. I'm gonna list off the things that I include in mine. I'm actually gonna make another video that goes into way more detail about how to do it, but wanted to share with you just the things I include in my brand Bible. The purpose of this is to feel really good about the foot that you're gonna put out into the world. When you're step into your new Instagram or your new YouTube channel, this is just going to help you feel confident about that. And so I have my laptop right here. I'm just gonna share with you the things that I include in the brand Bible. I worked at a marketing agency for a couple of years, so some of this is things I've learned there. A lot of it is just stuff that I have learned from around the web. So hope you enjoy. Champion call is the first one, which means where are you gonna plant your flag? Number 2, the problem that you are solving for other people, your mission, and then how, which is your offerings. So is it a YouTube channel, Instagram? Is it a podcast? What are the types of content that you're gonna be making? Your focus points, so what do you want to focus on? What are the topics that you wanna focus on? What's gonna make you unique? A first sprint, so not how am I gonna conquer the world in 30 days? It's like, hey, what's the first sprint? What's the first thing you can do to get there? Then some values, so really just pick words that you like, that you feel describe you. Second, a target audience. People overthink target audience a lot. I overthink target audience all the time. Just don't overthink it. Find a target audience and just go with it. Feel really good, something that you just feel good about. Hot tip, if you don't know who your target audience is, think of who you were about 6 to 12 months ago. If you have grown a lot in that span, like 12 months ago, you is probably a great person that you can talk to. Honestly, that's kind of what I'm doing right now. And then I also have a pitch, like we talk about elevator pitches, and that's like a really bad way because a lot of like elevator pitch is kind of dead right now. But a pitch can really help you feel confident when someone asks you, hey, what do you do? And you're like, I have a YouTube channel and I make content, I'm a videographer. Like, no. So have just a quick little pitch. Another hot tip for pitches, the first sentence that you say to somebody, it's like, hey, Jace, what do you do? The first sentence should not answer the full question. The first sentence should propose a question. You're just trying to get to the next spot in the conversation. So if someone says, Jace, what do you do? I'll say, I run a YouTube channel called Creative Therapy. And they're like, what's creative therapy? Boom, now you're in the door. Now you can talk about it a little more. And then another second hot tip, that's 2 hot tips for this bullet point. Tell a story of a testimonial, someone, a client maybe, and then relay that to like, hey, this is a person that I have helped, blah, 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 blah. That's kind of what I do. Then lastly, it's something that I don't know where I found this, but it's kind of cool. Again, helps you feel good about what you're putting out. It's a prompt. It's kind of like a fairy tale prompt story, but it helps you kind of understand where you're coming from. And so it kind of goes like this. Once upon a time, there was a blank. Every day he did blank until one day he blank. Because of that, he blank until finally he blank. There's a prompt, free prompt for you to use to help you feel better about your content. Okay, so that was whole bullet point number 1. Bullet point number 2, create content buckets. What's a content bucket? Okay. I'm all about like, how do you be efficient with this stuff? A content bucket is something that I spend basically almost all of my time in at my day job. It is ways for you to think, plan, strategize about the content that you are wanting to make. And so I'm gonna go into my content buckets, and hopefully, honestly, you can just take them. That's fine with me. You can take the content buckets, I don't care. But let's do it. The first one is top of funnel news and trends. I also want to make videos of just things that are happening, news, trends, things that are just new ways to make content, new Instagram things, new equipment, all of that. That's bucket number one. Bucket number two, big creative hurdles. Like, hey, I am terrified of posting at work. That's a big creative hurdle. That's bucket number two. Bucket number three, evergreen explainers. Evergreen explainers are things that will live forever on YouTube, that people are always going to be searching. So a lot of this is like editing tips. Those are kind of evergreen things. It's not super trendy or newsy, but people always be searching or talking about it, because YouTube is the second biggest search engine, if you didn't know. The next one, number four, the bucket is viral breakdowns. So if things go viral all the time and no one knows why. And I want to know why. And so I'm going to break those things down into like a little secret sauce, and then give you the sauce for you to use. The next one is frameworks and content templates. And this is a bucket that's like, think about like all the different types of videos you can make. So there's FAQs, there's behind the scenes, there's YouTube videos, there's Kickstarter videos, all of these, there's like 100 different types of videos that you can make. And so I'm gonna help you just create a framework, a list, a template, and give it to you. And so hopefully it makes your videos easier, but that's another bucket. The next one is personal stories and struggles. And so this is struggles of my own that I've had to overcome, but I hope to connect with a lot of my friends and a lot of people out there that are professionals in the industry, that are really successful, but that also have a lot of pain, because we all love pain. No, we don't, but that have been through a lot of things that can help the next generation of creatives. And so those are my buckets. There's what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. And so every time I'm thinking about making a video, I can just fill up these buckets whenever I want to of ideas. And it separates them out so you know that you are getting the most out of your content. You're not leaving anything else on the table. Hope that helps. Number 3, practice vulnerability. If you want to be really happy when you're making your content, the best thing you can learn to do outside of creating a brand Bible and content buckets, the best thing you can do is learn how to let down your guard. It was hard for me at first to do it, and I still have a hard time doing it. But the more vulnerable that you can be, the more advocates that you'll get for your brand and your content. Number 4, get very confident with Canva. Not only for like if you're doing graphics or like YouTube thumbnails and stuff like that, but if you understand, like I'll probably dig deeper into Canva, but if you understand all of the tools that Canva can offer and you get just fast and quick at it, it's gonna open your mind to new possibilities with your content. And it's gonna make everything so much freaking easier. Like thumbnails can be a huge pain in the ass if you're trying to make YouTube videos, but like if you spend a month just learning Canva, like that's gonna feel a lot better. So learn Canva, and I'll help you learn Canva. Number 5, the last one, make it personal and talk about what you know. Make it personal, make it freaking personal, man. Don't act like you know everything. And I hope that I don't come across like that, but don't act like you know everything. Make it personal. So if you're talking about statistics, if you're talking about things that aren't sexy, it is important. Yes, it's very important, but always find a way to relay it to how it has made you feel personally. Tell a personal story that goes along with it. So if I'm talking about content buckets, I would probably say, here's the hard details, right? The quantitative stuff of content buckets. I can tell you that it works because I was extremely depressed when I first started launching all of this content stuff. And I wouldn't post on Instagram for like 8 months because I was just so anxious. I didn't know what to be posting. I don't want to leave anything out on the table. And when I started just divvying out content ideas into certain buckets, I knew that I was doing my best. I was at least just giving my best effort, and it gave me the freedom and the comfort to just start making shit. And if you want a tip on how to make things personal, I have them. Here are some tips on how to make things personal. I don't know where I got them from, but I didn't make them up myself. But these are all kind of centered around values. So the first one is desire, okay? What did you want so bad that it hurt? Whatever that is, it's probably interesting, and it's something that is personal. The next one is conflict. If you've overcome something super hard, that's also interesting. And not only is it interesting, it's also very personal, so people get to know you. The next one is a villain. Maybe you've battled with a terrible belief, a rumor, a doubt, a personal doubt, something that has attacked you. Whatever it is, it's interesting, it's personal, please share. Next one, a ticking clock. So were you ever up against a deadline? Oh my God, I just thought of Tick, Tick, Boom again. You really need to watch Tick, Tick, Boom. Why do we play with fire? I'm telling you, it's literally the best. That was kind of banging, honestly. Yeah, were you up against a deadline? Did time almost run out? That's interesting. It's something that you personally know that you can share. Please do it. The last one is a guide. So who has helped you solve a problem? People think that they need to have all of the answers when it comes to content. The thing is, you don't have to personally know everything. You can just show people the guide, show people the resources, be the guide, be the resource. Say, hey, this Instagram account helped me. Hey, this YouTube account helped me. Hey, this did this. You don't have to personally own up everything. And lastly, I have a bonus tip for you. I got a degree in marketing. I worked in a marketing agency for a couple of years. I spent a lot of my time always thinking about what something or somebody else is going to think about my work, and that's very important. First off, it's important that you think about the end user. You think about how they're going to feel. What is also important is that you don't lose what you feel, something that is on your heart. And I personally lost that inner spark of how to make content for myself. And it sucked because I was so stuck in what someone else is going to think of it that I forgot. I'm like, hey dude, what do you make content that you like? And so I just urge you to always be thinking, yes, about what the end user is going to be seeing, but almost more importantly is what the hell do you want in the world? And someone that's really helped me do that is Pete Longworth. Please, please, please follow Pete Longworth. Yeah, that was sick. I hope you are so freaking happy in 2022. I hope that you accomplish everything that you ever want to accomplish. I hope this is a pivotal year for you. And please just stay tuned to this channel. I'm going to be throwing a lot of crap out here. I say crap because I'm self-deprecating. I genuinely think it's actually super important stuff. I think it's going to help a lot of people out there. It's not for everybody. It's for people that are looking to scale their content, but more importantly, just be happier when they're making their content. And consider subscribing, because I feed off of subscriptions and likes, because it's all about all the likes. Bye.